welcome them. Well, I must thank all the distinguished panelists for their excellent presentations, their inputs, the various suggestions, which I hope the organizers will find useful as inputs for the tomorrow's Delhi dialogue. So I would request all of you to give appreciation by acclamation to our panelists. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this Valtteri section, after this Valtteri section. Okay. Thank you, Chair Ambassador S.T. Devre, for chairing this session. Now we quickly move on to the Valtteri section. May I request His Excellency Mr. Thon Singh Thon, Ambassador of Vietnam to India, to come to dais, please, to give a closing remarks. May I request Mr. Anurag Bhushan, Joint Secretary, ASEAN ML, to come to dais, please. And Professor Prabhede.
Actually, we have come to the last part of the program, and we are running out of time. And the organizers are telling us that please wind up because the hall is booked, and from 6:30 the other party will take over. So we will cut short the concluding part. We had a very fruitful, very active, energetic discussion happened in the whole day, and we are looking forward to listen to His Excellency Ambassador of Vietnam, Thon Singh Tan, to closing remarks. So may I request, sir, for your closing remarks. Thank you.
Distinguished speakers and participants, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of the second ASEAN-India workshop on blue economy. I'm very pleased to know that just over a very short span of time in one day, our workshop has been able to cover a wide range of discussion on many important issues of the blue economy. As we pointed out at the beginning of the workshop, the ocean play a very important, significant role along with the robust emerging of our vibrant economies in the region, the maturity of our strategic partnership between ASEAN and India, and the rapid changing of the geopolitical landscape in our regions, and especially the thoughtful decision of our leaders to declare cooperation in the maritime domain is the key in the relation between ASEAN and India. After two workshops within a time frame of less than 1 year, we have been able to move the cooperation in the new area of blue economy to a new height. From just a concept initially now to something concrete and tangible that we can work on and to bring real benefits to ASEAN and India. Through our intensive and vibrant discussion, exchange of views, we have shared a lot of useful information, knowledge, experience, and best practice, looking at works that we are doing from both sides, examine and explore blue economy from different angles of economic, environment, political, from perspectives of each country, as well as regional perspective. Maritime connectivity, after our discussion, is not only about physical connectivity, but such as port, shipping, logistics, but it is also about connection with the hinterland and digital connectivity. Technology that India has developed and advanced in the area of space, satellite sensing, and the data generated not only benefit India, but benefit the region when it helps to forecast cyclone, tsunami, and bring economic benefits that it can also help forecast the fishery. We also discuss how to sustainably harvest the limited resources from ocean in line with the UN Sustainable Development Goals 14. I think it has been tremendous useful for us to discuss and exchange the information, experience, and best practice from our own countries in our approach to development of the blue economy. We also realize many challenges in front of us. The real threats of man-made and also natural ones are eminent, like piracy, seaborne terrorism, transnational crimes, drug trafficking, tsunami, cyclone, can anytime disrupt trade and economies activities between our countries. Therefore, I think it is very important that we could come up with a set of policy recommendation to move ahead of this cooperation agenda between ASEAN and India. Vietnam and India are very happy to work on initial possible outcomes, recommendations that we think can share with ASEAN to bring forward the area of blue economy. There are quite many recommendations proposed by the speakers, and we would like to highlight some of them. For example, the recommendation to cooperate and in reducing the illegal and unreported and unregulated fishing. The recommendation to collaborate between ASEAN and India to deal with the threats of maritime terrorism, smuggling, transnational crimes, and drug trafficking, illegal immigration, or piracy. There is also a recommendation to expedite the ASEAN-India Maritime Transport Agreement. There's also a very concrete recommendation on JOY project on maritime plastic debris reduction. And also there's a recommendation on both sides to consider to upgrade this workshop to ASEAN-India Forum on Blue Economy, without overlapping the existing mechanism of ASEAN and India. So we do look forward to your consideration and input so that we can turn them into concrete activities. We hope these recommendations will be further brought up through relevant channels such as some ASEAN and India, and finally to our leaders at the next ASEAN and India Summit. Let me now conclude by expressing our most sincere thanks and appreciation to the Government of India for co-organizing this workshop. Thank you very much, the ASEAN-India Center at RIS and the Economic Research Institution of Asia, ASEAN and in East Asia, National Maritime Foundation, for your excellent arrangement and organizing of this workshop. Last but not least, our biggest thanks and appreciation to our eminent speakers and participants, whose expertise, profound knowledge, and experience and insights have made this second workshop on blue economy a great success. We are looking forward to our next course of actions, and next workshop hopefully will be co-organized by both ASEAN and India. Finally, very good evening to all of you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. May I now request Joint Secretary Mr. Anurag Bhushan to give the valedictory address.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates, friends, Ambassador Thorn had already spoken a lot about the proceedings today. I just want to dwell on the how we started on organizing this workshop. The idea of Blue Ocean Economy Workshop was mooted by Vietnam last year, and thanks to their initiative, we organized the first workshop in November last year. Many of you had attended, as did I, and greatly benefited of the outcome recommendations that the first workshop had. Thanks to that work, we were prepared to host a second workshop. And with the cooperation of all of you who have come long distances to be with us, this workshop today has been a resounding success. We had great proceedings. A lot of interesting deliberations were made in course of today's sessions. We had deliberated on the scope of the activities under Blue Economy, the importance of maritime connectivity, the key role that technology plays, and the absolute importance and necessity of ensuring maritime safety and security in making Blue Economy a reality. It is to be noted that we organized this Blue Economy workshop a day prior to Delhi Dialogue for two purposes. One was to integrate the recommendation, the work done by the first workshop into the second workshop. And the second reason was to make sure that the workshop recommendations are not left as it is, as track 1.5, but are also integrated at the official level. Hence, the recommendations that are being finalized today will also be presented tomorrow in the presence of the leaders of delegations who have arrived here to participate in the Delhi Dialogue ministerial session. I look forward to these recommendations being finalized, and we'll be very happy to unveil them tomorrow in the presence of our External Affairs Minister and the other honorable dignitaries. I won't speak much because we are both running out of time and out of patience, and I'm getting gentle reminders from the hotel that our reservation is long done. So without much ado, let me express my special gratitude to all the delegates, first of all, from ASEAN countries. I know your busy schedule, I know how busy the calendar is, and yet you took time out of your busy schedule to be with us. We are immensely grateful for that. I'm also thankful to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Vietnam, as also to the ambassador, Vietnamese ambassador here. Mr. Tom, you and your mission, as well as your ministry, has worked very hard on this. Finally, thanks to all the speakers who have led the excellent discussions, all the panelists. Many are here, but many have, of course, left, but to all of you. To AREA, and above all to RIS, ASEAN-India Center, who led by Dr. Prabir, they have worked very hard over the last month or so to prepare for this workshop. Thank you once and all. Tomorrow, we will have Delhi Dialogues, as I said, the inaugural session. The inaugural session will start at 9:45, so I'm sure all of you have got the passes for it. We'll be very happy to welcome you tomorrow at 9:45. It will be in the adjoining ballroom. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a usual word of thanks for 1 minute. First of all, we are grateful to the Ministry of External Affairs, our partners, AREA, Vietnam Ministry of Foreign Affairs, National Maritime Foundation for their all support. And tomorrow, Professor Nishimura